Hey, this is my after visit commentary. Well, I don't know how much of an after visit, because the way I'm feeling, I'll be back there tonight. But just to remind you, this is how much I urinated in a day. And I showed these FBI killers who the FBI had treating me today, Seth Kelly and Rachel Rockhead, how much I urinated today. And they still only want to give me 1 liter IV fluids until I start making my videos. This should tell you that the FBI has no intention of treating me or saving my life. They don't even want to properly hydrate me. I am the only person in the United States of America who urinates over 2 gallons, 1.5 to 2 gallons of pee every day and don't get any medical treatment for it. None. Again today, there was ketones in my urine. I'm going to show y'all this. Oh yeah, by the way, the FBI gave me a different COVID test today. And they said I have to wait 3 to 5 days to get it back. I promise you this, if my name ain't DeJuan Sean Bulls, if I die with those 3 to 5 days, the FBI is going to say I had COVID. I promise you that. Here are my labs today. As you can see, there's ketones in my urine because I have diabetic ketoacidosis. I'm a type 1 diabetic that the FBI made me a type 1 diabetic. I started off as a type 2 diabetic. Then my pancreas became shot. I never had pancreas problems. Before I found out I was a diabetic, I was eating potatoes and all that. And I guess my blood sugar was high, but I didn't know. Now, if I eat 1 small potato, it's sending me to the emergency room. That's how bad my pancreas is. This is why I eat very little carbs. Matter of fact, this is what I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Right here, this is just pure lettuce. Sometimes I mix a little kale and cauliflower. As you can see, I stopped at the store and bought more heads of lettuce. This is all I eat is vegetables. The FBI put lifestyle changes on my discharge papers. I've been in a lifestyle change and will try to change my lifestyle since November. Since the first week of December, I've been a vegan. I'm doing the necessary steps to save my life. It's the FBI murdering me. All I eat is vegetables. All I drink is vegetables. I don't even eat fruit anymore. Because I am a type 1 diabetic with no insulin and no blood glucose meter. But somehow the FBI is saying me urinating like this every day is somehow not a medical emergency. For who? Niggers? Now, you see, the FBI has my ketones level. Let me explain something to you. Oh, and the FBI gave me drug tests, which I'm glad they did. So when the coroner, they already got lined up to cover up my murder for whatever to say the FBI says I died from, will say I have drugs in my system. I've never been a drug abuser in my life. But I tell you what, I'm going to be dead honest with you. If I had some fucking pain pills right now, I'd be taking them. The way I'm feeling every day. But, you know, the FBI says I'm some international narcotics dealer, but I can't even medicate myself. Today, you know, my potassium level went up. You know, none of these labs are true. Well, most of them are. My salt level is high because my kidneys are failing. This is what drove my blood pressure up. I was off blood pressure medication since June, because every time I took it, it made me pass out. It was dropping my blood pressure too low. Now I'm doubling up on my blood pressure medication. My blood pressure's so high. You see, the FBI says my bun, where my bun's at. Now the FBI, my bun could be 0 and the FBI still wouldn't admit me to the hospital. But I'm going to show you, I'm explaining to you how evil and diabolical the FBI is. The numbers 2 and 3 are part of, I call it the Mount Rushmore FBI frame numbers. Now, the FBI is making me having diabetic ketoacidosis and my kidney failure, they're trying to make this part of their murder and frame operation. This is how evil, diabolical, and ruthless these sociopathic racist killers are. Where they can take my kidney failure and diabetic ketoacidosis and turn it into their murder and frame operation. Again, I want you to ask these people when I'm dead, if I don't make it. But I promise my daughters, James and Claire Booth, I'm going to fight every step of the way to the casket. What did I benefit out of this murder and frame operation? I want you to look at the jeans I'm wearing. They're ripped. I don't get no money till Tuesday. I'm not wearing this because I like wearing holes in my pants. Because I only own only other clothes I own is a pair of shorts. This is all I can afford. But somehow I'm involved. Only person who would believe the FBI's murder and frame operation right now is law enforcement in Allegheny County. They don't believe it. But they'll back the FBI up every step of the way because they have to. And the racist federal judges the FBI's got in their back pocket, that's Joy Flowers Conti and Arthur J. Schwab. I'm fighting for my life every day. I'm fighting to stay out of casket. I'm fighting to be a father to my daughter, James and Claire Bowles. This is why I continue to fight. I'm not going to lie to you. I've never been scared of anything in my life, but I'm scared of dying. And I'm scared of my daughter seeing me laid up in a fucking casket. And the hurt and the pain they will feel. This is why I keep fighting to save my life. Now, the FBI, they put me out in the hospital today for no reason. Wouldn't even let me charge my phone. They expect me to walk down the street with holes in my pants and a hoodie, as cold as it is outside. So I called 911. Of course, the Pittsburgh police didn't show up. Why would they show up for me? They have never done anything for me. When I called the Pittsburgh police and told them they found that camera in my bathroom, they told me a bathroom outlet is supposed to have a computer chip on it, a microprocessor, and no crime had been committed against me. When I was assaulted at the West Penn Hospital by FBI security, I wasn't allowed to press charges. So they didn't show up at first. Then I used a little bit of battery I had to say the FBI. I guess because the FBI was recording audio video surveillance outside when they had their undercover federal agents and informants walk past me with their FBI's frame colors, overt signaling. I mean, this whole fucking murder and frame operation is incredibly stupid. On one hand, the FBI will say I was a genius. On the other hand, they'll say I was crazy and I know this is not politically incorrect, retarded. They used the same color combination since 2017 when I came home. And if you read my civil rights complaint I found against the FBI on November 26, 2019, you will hear me talk about this. These color combinations, black, gray, white. And the FBI only has me picked up in these vehicles. Sometimes they'll throw in a blue, tan, or red, very rarely, but it's mainly black, gray, and white. Now, the FBI sent me outside to teach me a lesson. Don't come back there to humiliate me and demoralize me. I'm going back there. Not because I like being mistreated, because these people know what I'm keep going to the hospital for. And it doesn't matter what hospital I go to. I'm going to be treated like dog shit with the FBI full control of my health care. I think I proved that with my videos already. But finally, FBI security came out and showed me an outlet I can plug my phone in. Like, what hospital discharges you? And then only make sure you got a ride. Then when I started making my videos, FBI nurse came out. Oh, are you okay? I mean, you was in the emergency room for 4 hours. They kept on saying the number 4. I said FBI frame code. I said, if y'all was that worried about me, y'all want to send me outside and put me in a wheelchair with holes in my pants with a hoodie. As cold as it was. You know what? I'm so tired of dealing with these sociopathic racist killers. These people have been vetted by the FBI because they don't mind hurting people. And they don't mind seeing an innocent black man hurt and killed. Because if I don't get any medical treatment soon, I'm going to be dead. Now, hold on. The FBI put on my discharge papers. I'm going to show you how the FBI is using these tactics to cover up themselves. To cover themselves about why I was never admitted to the hospital. Before I was discharged, I told FBI killer Kelly that my throat is still hurting, my mouth is still bone dry, my chest is still burning, my throat is still burning. On a scale of 1 to 10, my pain is a 9.5. I was discharged anyway. And I'll be linking these discharge papers. The FBI says I went to the emergency room for weakness. I didn't go to the emergency room for weakness. I went to the emergency room because my throat was burning, my chest was burning, I was coughing up blood, I'm severely weak, lightheaded, dizzy, I cannot stop urinating, I got a pain in my left leg going from my calf, shooting up my thigh to the bottom of my foot. This is the blood clot. They wouldn't give me an ultrasound today. Talk about there was nobody there to give it. Like somehow, you know, like I don't have health insurance that I couldn't pay for an ultrasound. But yeah, this is what the FBI put on my discharge. Weakness. This is it. Oh yeah, and lifestyle changes. I'll show y'all that too. I've made all the lifestyle changes I can make. I've been a vegan since December, the first week of December. Tip safety and health. Hold on. I gotta find it. If I don't find it, it'll be on the discharge paper. Yeah, I'll link it on there, but it says make lifestyle changes. I've tried to. I've made all the lifestyle changes I could possibly make. It's up for me to get admitted to the hospital to save my life. And every time I go, I tell these killers to take these stickers off me. Now I made a YouTube video. I think before New Year's about the FBI was sliding these under my door. And I told these killers today, take these stickers off me. As I'm right now, I'm taking them off my stomach and my chest. The FBI likes doing this. It's part of their murder and frame operation. But back to Upmc Shadyside today. So finally, after I started making my videos, FBI security said I could charge my phone up outside on a port they had outside. So then they told me 911, they disregarded, they told them not to come, the police, because they were just going to throw me out there. They weren't even going to let me charge my phone. Just to teach me a lesson, to stop me from coming back there. If I don't die, I am going back there. I'm going to empty out all these bottles of urine, and I'm going to document how quick or fast I fill them up. Oh yeah, this is what I was getting. I forgot about it. The FBI... Hold on, here we go. Hold on, I knew that I forgot something. Here we go. Oh yeah, they gave me a COVID test today. And they said I won't get it back to 3 to 5 days. Like I said, if I die, I guarantee the FBI says I had COVID. I promise you that. Now the FBI says to follow up with an endocrinology. Now, I was just at the FBI's endocrinologist on January 7th. And they told me there was nothing wrong with me. I went to the FBI's urologist the end of December. And he just gave me a piece of paper and told me to document how much I urinated. Like I haven't been doing that since August with my YouTube videos. But this is how the FBI gets away with not treating me. Like I said, again, I'm the only person in the United States of America. This is how much I urinate in a day. A day. And I'm not being admitted to the hospital. I keep having ketones in my urine. The FBI doesn't give a fuck. Let me suffer with diabetes ketoacidosis. My sugar's not high. I don't eat carbs because I know I'm a type 1 diabetic that the FBI has let me suffer with. No. Well, you know, a couple lettuce. I mean, you know, that's a very little calories and very little carbs. But the FBI is so diabolical and evil and ruthless. And I'm a nigger and my life has so little value. They'll use my labs as part of their murder and frame operation for one of these racist federal judges like Joy Flyers Conti and Arthur J. Swab. I am dying an horrific death. I just want my daughters who will watch this video one day, if I don't make it through this, to know that Daddy never stopped fighting and Daddy kept his promise. No human being deserves to suffer the way I'm suffering. My only crime was standing up and fighting for my daughter's honor, dignity, and justice. And for this, I was exterminated by the FBI. Oh, lastly, the FBI, of course, had their undercover federal agents pick me up in a white car. Then I told him that I would like to go to Giant Eagle because I'm running out of lettuce. And he said he would take me to Giant Eagle, but my phone was dying, and I didn't want to be left at Giant Eagle. And I know the FBI would have me stranded there. And he was like, oh, I'll wait for you. So we get to Giant Eagle on Cedar Avenue. There's a Sunoco there. For some reason, only known to the FBI, he pulls into a Sunoco and does a U-turn. And then there's a white car waiting for him. He beeps at the white car. FBI frame code. This is all it takes to murder and frame an innocent nigger in the city of Pittsburgh. And this is how the FBI is keeping these FISA warrants up. By having people sound like me, wearing the FBI's frame colors, black, gray, and white, throwing a little red, blue, yellow, and repeat the same numbers over and over and over again. The FBI doesn't have to prove what relationship I have with these people, because I have everybody they put around me is a total and complete stranger. It might be different from my brother, but for me, for one, I look too bad for them to put anybody around me who knows me. Well, especially, hold on, anybody who knows me, who gives a damn about me. But I haven't been around anybody that I know, like I had a relationship in the past with, since 2018. But I'm just closing out on that. Like I said, I have diabetic ketoacidosis. I'm coughing up blood. My kidneys are failing. Now, I don't know if that's really my bun or the FBI is really, who knows with the FBI, but they have to put some type of truth on my discharge paper so they can have a reference point when they can say things start to go bad. But if you watch my videos, every PC I went to, the FBI sent me to, they didn't want to watch my videos. They didn't want to do labs on me. They told me I wasn't a diabetic. And I've been trying to go get a PCP since November. The endocrinologist they sent me to on January 7th, that was supposed to be a doctor's appointment, turned into a phone appointment, which I could have stayed in this Roach Motel and head over the phone. And all she did was labs on me and told me, I never received a phone call from them. But the PCP, the FBI sent me to one of their Indian federal agents who disrespected me and my daughters and told me I was schizophrenic because I imagined the FBI putting cameras in my bathroom, watching me and my daughter shower and bathe. She didn't want to do labs on me, told me I wasn't a diabetic, but didn't want to watch my videos. I am dying a horrific death. Please, please keep praying for me. Please. Only God is holding me up. I don't know how long He's going to hold me up, but I need a miracle from God to survive this.